In fact, the cross teaches us that God is able and willing to bring the best things ever out of the worst things ever. But listen, our suffering should show us the need for a Savior, a deliverer, a redeemer. The fact that we can't control our circumstances should make us bow our knee to the one who holds it all in his hands. We may not understand this side of heaven why certain suffering comes our way, but we do know that God uses it to grow and strengthen our faith in him. And listen, church, suffering points us to God. You and I are not just in need of comfort. We're not just in need of predictability or temporary happiness. We're in need of a redeemer. Redemption is God's goal. In fact, the cross teaches us that God is able and willing to bring the best things ever out of the worst things ever. God loved us so much that he sent his own son, Jesus, to die in our place for our sin and for our shame, and rise again on the third day so that we could rise to new life. And Jesus suffered in our place, suffered immense torture and pain and death so that we could rise to life. And God took what was so horrible and made it good. He doesn't minimize the evil, but then he says, according to God's foreordained plan, he allowed his only son to suffer and die so that we could have life. So in the middle of your suffering, wait on the Lord. Trust that he's working in the middle of your mess. Trust that you will see the goodness of God in the land of the living, and trust in Jesus because he's familiar with your suffering. In every way, he suffered just like you, but without sin, so that we could have life. Wait on him because he's trustworthy and he's working all things for our good.